Topic number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Rishi Bagri and Dr. Aparajita Sarangi continue with us. Anurag Bhadoria, National Spokesperson of Samajwadi Party. Dr. Shashi Panja, Minister in charge of Department of Women and Child Development, join us, along with Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst. Dr. Aparajita Sarangi, I was told yesterday that within 48 hours, the SIT report would be out. Do you know that in the next 24 hours, the SIT report will be out?
I would just quote Honorable Prime Minister here. He categorically stated that there should be a detailed, comprehensive inquiry, and the inquiry report must come out at the earliest, and the learnings from the inquiry report should be implemented as soon as possible. No less than the Prime Minister said these words. So I think we are aware of the seriousness of the government.
So ma'am, let me actually ask you, in 2020, hold on a second, ma'am, hold on a second. I don't know if you saw the report by my colleague. These cables were rusted, they were damaged. There was no business of this bridge having been painted over. In 2020, similar repair work was done. And at that time also, it was done in a temporary ad hoc fashion. How did nobody realize in 2020 that by painting over something that is collapsing, you are setting up a tragedy? This is literally, I am not even a qualified engineer. Looking at that cable and its condition, it would be known that not in 2022, maybe in 2023, maybe in 2024, this bridge would collapse. Did nobody in government of Gujarat know that?
See, I'm not here to defend the government of Gujarat, and at the same time, I would also not defend the district administration and Oreva group people. We are not here in self-defense. This is a tragedy which has hit everybody. We are all very sad.
But ma'am, if you're not defending them, then why aren't you arresting them? If you are not arresting, then you are defending. You're shielding people who are still free.
Not at all. There is no question of shielding at all.
But lack of action is protection. You are literally protecting them from arrest if they are not arrested yet.
9 people have already been
arrested. They are nobodies.
On the basis of
they are nobodies. One of the managers said in court that I am a graphic designer. He was making graphics and he is in jail for what? He didn't make the bridge. He didn't sign the contract. He made a graphic.
I must tell you that the process has to be followed, and the SIT is on the job. SIT is coming out with an inquiry report, and once the inquiry report is out, whatever the action point suggested, there would be action taken. Heads would roll. Whichever fish.
The elusive SIT report. Anurag Bhadoria, we are down to the elusive SIT report. It's been 3 days since. I'm still waiting for that SIT report.
मुझे लगता है अपराजिता जी को बोलना चाहिए था कि यही मेरा गुजरात मॉडल है। मेरा गुजरात मॉडल ऐसा है कि जिसको यहाँ पे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाने के लिए हमने घड़ी वाले को दे दिया टेंडर। कमाल है, घड़ी वाला ब्रिज की रिपेयरिंग कर रहा है। सोचो आप, तो ब्रिज की रिपेयरिंग क्या होगी? अब घड़ी वाले को ब्रिज की रिपेयरिंग दे देंगे, इंजीनियर को बता देंगे कि आपको ऑपरेशन करना है किसी व्यक्ति का जाके। तो ये क्या गुजरात मॉडल यही है क्या? उसके बाद आप देखो, कमाल की बात है, अगर वो क्वालिफाइड इंजीनियर होते तो उनको इतना तो पता होता कम से कम कि हमने 4 लेयर वहां पे एल्युमिनियम की उसके ऊपर बिछा दिया के ऊपर में, और हमारी जो जिसके ऊपर है वो स्ट्रिंग 150 साल पुरानी है, कम से कम उसकी तो रिपेयर करनी चाहिए था। तो इसके मतलब इतना भी उसको ज्ञान नहीं था कि हम कर क्या रहे हैं। तो अपराजिता जी, आप ये बता दीजिए कि आपने क्या चेयरमैन एमडी को गिरफ्तार किया, नहीं किया? आपने किसको पकड़ा पता है आपको? क्योंकि आपका गुजरात मॉडल यही है, क्योंकि आपको तो मालिकों को पकड़ना नहीं है। आपने टिकट जो सेलर है उसको पकड़ लिया, उसको जेल भेज दिया। आपने सिक्योरिटी गार्ड को जेल भेज दिया, जो आपके असिस्टेंट मैनेजर थे उनको जेल भेज दिया, सब कॉन्ट्रैक्टर को जेल भेज दिया। ये कमाल की बात है, आप तो बधाई के पात्र हैं। आपका गुजरात मॉडल की तो वाहवाही पूरे देश में हो रही है कि भैया यहाँ पे कैसे लोग सिविल इंजीनियर वर्क जो होता है उसको आपने दे दिया किसको? घड़ी बनाने वाले को। ये तो कमाल की बात है भाई। अपराजिता जी, आप मान जाइए, पूरा देश आपको सुन रहा है।
सीरियस क्वेश्चंस नाउ बीइंग रेज्ड ऑन द मॉडल ऑफ डेवलपमेंट।
ब्रिज बनाना दे दिया तो यही हाल होना था ना। 135 लोगों की मौतों की जिम्मेदार कौन है? क्या ये गुजरात मॉडल 135 लोगों की मौत का? इसी तरह शराब पीने से भी लोगों की मौतें हुई थी, इसको आपने
heads would roll, nobody would be spared.
कमाल की बात है, कमाल की बात है अपराजिता जी। आप
some degree of patience at this juncture.
वो काम करें हिंदुस्तान में जो आज तक किसी ने नहीं किया।
No less than the Prime Minister
कमाल है।
went to the spot within 24 hours and he met all the
Dr. Shashi Panja. Dr. Shashi Panja.
met all those who were there.
Ma'am, the optics are more than evident. The optics are more than evident that Gujarat and Prime Minister were all busy with elections. This was an avoidable tragedy. We don't want to get into any kind of politicization of this tragedy. But actually, there is a time when we need to make people accountable for it. Where is the accountability? Because as your reporter has also reported about how the layering took, there's also reports of that there was repairs in 2007 and 2022 on such a similar kind of a damaged bridge. So it was just kind of a makeover. It's so unfortunate that, as the Samajwadi Party spokesman said, that yes, don't we ask why such callousness? We condemn this because you are giving Oreva, who really doesn't have the skills to do a bridge repair. So why this? Why this is happening? There are lots of questions. We are still waiting for the SIT, but isn't it more than evident what you are speaking, what everybody is talking about, is that the BJP government has to take accountability. There's no accountability.
And seek accountability from the big fish. Let me quote to you. Let's leave aside the politics also. Here are people who've lost their loved ones, Rishi Bagri, Makwanas and Gogas. These are two families in Gujarat, in Rajkot, who have lost their family members. You know who they are seeking accountability from? They are saying, we want to know from Oreva, why did they repair the bridge in such a way that for 100 years, the wooden planks never gave way, but on the 5th day of the reopening, this happens. What does it mean? They are not seeking accountability from the ticket checker or the security guard or the manager. They are saying, Oreva hame jawab de. But Oreva to ghoom raha hai. Oreva is free. Why? And let me again quote to you from what Mumtaz Bain is saying. When the bridge was being managed by the Morbi municipality, 50 people would be allowed and entry and exits would be controlled. How could they give it to a private company and give it the freedom to let in as many people as they wanted? Because this private company was just minting money and people died to mint money. Why? This private company should be in jail.
No, Padmaja, there are many reasons. I mean, the chief of the reason was that you must be knowing about the clause which Morbi municipality has entered with this private operator. And this private operator has given this clause that in that contract states that there will be no interference from the government or state agencies in maintenance or administrative tasks.
Why did the municipality sign an agreement with such a discriminatory clause?
One of the biggest blunder.
Why did the municipality sign this agreement? You basically signed over the lives of your people to a private company.
So now what exactly happened? The greed of the operator, because of this administrative clause, they actually allowed 450 people on the bridge where
but
the
Rishi
capacity was only
Bagri,
125.
the operator will always be greedy. It is the stupidity of the municipality, which is why the municipality guy should be in jail.
It was the stupidity of the municipality to enter in the agreement like this.
Then why isn't he in jail?
All these things are look, Padmaja, what happened in first 48 hours? The first priority was to save lives and not to pin the games. The pinning game can happen in next 48 hours because those people are very much, they will be behind bar after all the investigation will be done. No one will be spared. You can have my word. But
Dr. Shashi Panja is responding. Dr. Shashi Panja responding.
Now, can you go back on time and bring those people who have died? I mean, what kind of an answer is this? Can you revert the time and bring time machine and bring them back alive? I mean, what is this? I mean, you have to hold accountable immediately. You have to actually understand the municipality cannot run away from its responsibility. Do not discuss clauses. Do not discuss
how many people you have arrested after Posta flyover has gone down? How many people you have arrested,
don't go to
you
that.
need to tell me one thing.
Listen,
You're talking about this thing when tragedies
you don't have
in
idea.
Kolkata, you don't do anything,
You do not have an idea.
How many people you have arrested, ma'am? You tell me one thing.
At least
they have arrested 9 people. How many you arrested?
Don't run away from the issue. Who are you arresting?
Nobody is running away.
You are running away from the issue.
Who is running away? I am telling
talk about
myself telling that municipality is responsible. I myself is blaming them. You are saying I'm running away. I'm not running away, ma'am. I'm very much here. I'm asking you what steps you have taken. How many people you have arrested when the Posta flyover went down?
Rishi Bagri, we want to hear the Prime Minister then to say that this was also an act of fraud and not an act of God. If he said that for Posta, do not bring that. I didn't want to bring this up. This is very unfortunate. You will not take responsibility. You are trying to say that the municipality was not responsible. You are undergoing repairs. The bridge was open. I'm totally unaware. How can you do that? And you are pinning down innocent people. What kind of a face wash is this? Who are you arresting? Are they even responsible for this? You cannot run away.
There is no escape clause for this. There is no escape clause for this. Let it be absolutely clear. If you listen to some of the interviews of not even the parents, the rescuers who've had to fish out little children from the bottom of that river after 3 days, nobody deserves to go through this. And while it is okay to say that 48 hours later, we are still in the process of investigating, Manasvi Thapar explained as a lawyer, why is time of the essence?
See, it's very much of the essence. Why? Because if you look at the FIR, plain and simple FIR, the directors of Oreva Group are not even named. And as of now, you want me to believe that they have not left the country? That is not even possible. Now, second question, what comes to my mind is 400 to 500 people were there on the bridge, which means that for around 6,800 rupees for a day, they risked these 135 people. What is the cost of life in Mumbai? What is the cost of life in Gujarat then? 50 rupees point 37 paisa. And right now, while we are sitting here in pain, the question comes to our mind is, where is the accountability? What they are saying is, हमने life बचा दी. कोई एहसान नहीं किया. आपने 135 लोगों को मरने छोड़ दिया. And उस ट्रेजेडी के बाद भी आप लोगों ने FIR कुछ नहीं की. Your SIT is much more stronger. I want to congratulate you guys to bring out the truth in front of the nation, that how this bridge was a rusting bridge, and that SIT is still silent. Those people who are arrested, 9 people who are arrested, there are 2 clerks, 2 security guards, 3 ticket guys. That is how they were arrested, and these people are saying that this is an act of God.
So
and I am a traffic designer.
You know, a lot of people say that this happened and we are looking for accountability. My question is very different, Aparajita Sarangi. From 2020, it was known that what was being done was half-baked. When a contractor is already doing a half-baked job, why would you go a step further and give that contractor even more freedom and say, yeah, you do what you want. Government will not interfere. Chalo, paise kamao. We will not even have oversight on what you are doing. Why would you give them even more freedom to play with people's lives? The first person to my mind who is even more culpable than Jayesh Bhai, even more culpable than the owner of Oreva, is the head of this municipality, who wrote this horrible agreement with Oreva, signing away people's lives. Why is he not in jail?
See, whatever has happened on October 30th has been extremely unfortunate. I think all of us have learned many lessons for future. But at this juncture, I can only say that it's a case of criminal negligence.
With the greatest of respect, ma'am, 150 plus lives are not to learn lessons from. This is not a hit and trial. Those lives are gone. Anurag Bhadoria, come on. Anurag Bhadoria, this is not the way to learn lessons.
क्यों नहीं पकड़ा? उनको जेल में क्यों नहीं डाला? मैं कह रहा हूँ क्रिमिनल एक्टिविटीज है, तो आपने क्या उसके डायरेक्टर्स को पकड़ा, उनके जेल में डाला? आपने म्युनिसिपलिटी के साथ वहां पे जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया था, क्या उसके म्युनिसिपल कमीशन को पकड़ा आपने? उसको अरेस्ट किया आपने? आप पैसे कमाने को लगे हुए थे। इसके मतलब गुजरात मॉडल मतलब होता है भ्रष्टाचार मॉडल। ये भ्रष्टाचार का मॉडल है। मैंने पैसे कमाने के लिए आपने 135 लोगों की जान चली गई, ये पैसे कमाने के लिए आपने ये मॉडल बना रखा है। कमाल की बात कर रहे हैं आप, मानने को तैयार नहीं है। आपकी गवर्नमेंट नहीं, आपकी गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है वहां पे? क्यों नहीं पकड़ के लाती डायरेक्टर्स को? कहां भाग गया डायरेक्टर? आप टिकट
No, man, no. This is not collectively responsible. There is very clear responsibility, and the clear responsibility is between the people who signed the agreement, an agreement that literally sold out people's lives, the lives of people of Gujarat, and it is individual responsibility. Let's not hide behind collective responsibility, because when individual responsibility is determined, then individuals will be put in jail. Another 24 hours, we are promised that the SIT report will be out. We'll wait for it. It better pin down those individuals who threw people in harm's way. Thanks very much, all gentlemen. Aparajita Sarangi for joining me.
The News Hour at 10. We'll be right back.